never did greetings, bro. I never did a video on really the goal. I mean, I put it in some of the other video, but the goal and intent of this channel, because like I always say, we are in a new age. This new age calls for a new level of transparency, a new level of higher truth, the highest truth that you can attain on this earth. So the intent, just to keep it simple, because I always go off into the rabbit hole syndrome, because one concept can always lead to another concept, and that concept can lead to another concept until you somewhere that it might be another hour before you travel back to the original intent. So I'm working on that. But the intent for this channel, number one, I didn't want to start no channel. I didn't even want to be online. And I have been actively being the prodigal son for my Father in heaven. I've been running because I've been in self isolation. Thank Allah, my father didn't have to put me in an institution, like a prison or jail or anything. I mean, like I said, my first run-in with the law was at a Barnes and Noble because a bot lied on me. See, I'm about to go off, and if I go off into this story, it's going to lead to another story and another story and another story. But my first run-in with the law was at a Barnes and Noble, where a bot literally lied on me, said I was sleeping there. They called the cops on me. They called the ops on me, said I was sleeping there. I'm sitting up there, I'm excited. I'm chilling with the ancestors, reading a book that they had led me to there. I'm like, oh, this is about to be lit. I'm about to just be like, I'm going to do a channel and just be exploring these books, expanding my awareness and my consciousness. So I felt the evil eye from the bot in there. He did not want me there. And again, like I said, I got a direct relationship with Satan through my father, meaning Satan is always after my ass on some Job type shit, like always petitioning my father to put me in the hot seat, to put me in the fire. And I mean, I'm not gonna get into all of the reasons, but the main reason is Satan is the main persecutor of Allah's children, of the children of righteousness, and Allah and Allah obviously has to allow Satan to be this adversary for our growth and our ascension. But nonetheless, Satan is always following me around in these vessels, and I knew the hate that I felt when that being looked at me. I knew the being didn't want me there, but I'm sitting down, I'm reading, I'm sitting on a stool, so my head was down while I was reading the book, and next thing I know, like three ops walk in, and I was tucked off in a world history section, so it was it was one way in, one way out. And they come and corner me and everything. And I was so high off the ancestors. I had their energy. Their energy was coursing through me, so it was real fiery, real aggressive. And I'm like, it was my ancestors that was they was working through my vessels. And next thing you know, I'm like, why are you have me sitting out here? What did I do? Do I have any books? Did I steal anything? No. All they kept saying is no. Never would tell me what the problem was, what the issue was. What do you mean I'm asleep? I'm reading a book. So that was my first ever run-in with the law, like in that capacity, where this guy was like literally this op said arrest her, and I spent the night in their jail. They took a mug shot of me. They had me in there, and they stole my clothes. They stole some of my other stuff so they can give it to their Freemasons, their covens, to do black magic on me because of the shift in power. You have certain individuals on government watch lists because of the shift in power, and they know what we are doing to these systems. They know what we're doing to these networks vibrationally, and they have us on these watch lists. And it's Satan himself that they have the wickedness in the high places, these rulers and powers and principalities in higher places, in higher dimensions that work. They work in places like the government and the military and stuff. They take direct orders from Satan, like the same way that Satan has to go to my father to touch any of his children or to do anything. They get their direct orders from Satan. Satan is their father. Satan is their maker. Satan is their it's their superior. Satan is their boss. And Satan gives them these jobs to watch individuals, one being myself, because of the levels that I have been able to unlock. I'm talking about genetically, with my DNA, through certain practices that these practices were revealed to me by my ancestors and by different multi-dimensional beings in like a very, 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 I'm very grateful and a very dear race of beings that have tremendously been they've been active in assisting me with unlocking my my DNA and revealing universal truth to me and the truth of how this place is really ran. And that's like, it's just one group, which is the Arcturians. When I got kidnapped, thrown into an institution before, and normally they'll throw star seeds into these institutions if they can't get anything on you, like legally. Like, I've always been out of the way. I've always been a straight and narrow type person. I don't engage in this world like that. I don't be in the shit. I don't be in the trouble and shit. All I do is I live in a modern day world. I pretty much was living like a fucking nun, a fucking monk, like not even engaging in sex or any of that shit. Like like really consecrated, really set apart by my Father, not even allowed to engage with a lot of energies because, and look, you see, I might as well just, yeah, this shit ain't gonna work how I'm trying to do this fucking channel. This shit really is not gonna fucking work because I always end up going off in the fucking topics. So I'm gonna have to restructure this shit. This shit's not gonna work because it's so many other connectors and the information that I'm speaking, and it, like I said, it's a rabbit hole. It just leads to something else, which leads to something else, which leads to something else. And the intent for this video was just to state the intent for this video. So I'm gonna have to restructure this channel. I'm already seeing this. I'm just starting this shit. This is my first time really putting my voice online. Because I don't want nothing to do with you people. As a collective, my Father is making me do this shit. I don't want nothing to do with you fucking people. Lower self, which 99% of people are operating in their lower self. We know all the frequencies and the energies that comprise of the lower self. It's not of my Father in heaven. And all I've done, my since I can remember, is just try to get closer to my Father in heaven and try to get home. Try to get back home. And my frequency where your heart has to be light as a feather. How you gonna go back to Allah and you still got anger, rage, and resentment all in your memory, your field of consciousness? How are you gonna do that? That is gonna separate you from Allah. That is a state. It was the state of my ancestors, my ancestral bloodline, because they are indigenous and they experience the most horrific injustices behind this land called America, which is really a name given by the European, Norfolk Maxim. So I had to incarnate with that burden, and I also had to incarnate with the burden of purging and releasing these sins against the Creator, because any state of any lower self ways are sins against the Creator, whether consciously or subconsciously committed. My ancestors died in a state of sin, meaning they died in a vibrational state that was not of my Father in heaven. Was not peace, love, truth, peace, freedom, justice. They experienced injustice with having their land taken and being tricked time and time again by the European, stolen from the European, and look, had to fight the European, but the European having this negative extraterrestrial technology, my ancestors, we could not fight that shit. They had the fucking Sub-Zero technology and shit. It's been hell trying to survive 2 winters. Now I know what that book is about, the coldest winter ever. It's been hell trying to survive these winters out on this street. So I cannot imagine what my dear ancestors had to go through when the climate of Earth was changed through these negative extraterrestrial technologies. It was like that the movie in Wakanda where they was studying that. I forget what being it was, but they were studying him, and they was like, all right, if we dry him out or something, he won't be able to, he'll lose his powers. He won't be able to fight us back. Like, that's basically what the European was, just a vessel for the negative extraterrestrials to commit the crimes against my ancestors. And me having to take universal law, having to take self-accountability, that all things that happen to us is from our own disobedience against the Creator, because the Creator outlined that numerous times in the script. Like, if you depart from my ways, from my laws, then surely I'll let the oppressor overtake you and do all these things. So I know, I understand my ancestors' involvement in their demise, and they have been through, my ancestors have been in hell, in the dimensions of hell, and having to work off their sins against our Creator. And my Father sent me in to rectify this, to be the sacrificial lamb for them, being spotless but being treated like a criminal in this world. That's my story. Because, like I said, the first time that they were able to apprehend me in this shadow law system was at a Barnes and Noble's. The employee bot lied on me, said I was asleep, never told me to leave the store. Nothing. Went straight to call the ops. 3 of them come in, corner me, and boom, I end up in jail for the night. The next day they take me to some mental institution. I get out the same day. They could never call me crazy. I got more motherfucking common sense than your chief, than your president, than the president that you appointed. I got more common sense than that motherfucker. So they could never fucking call me crazy. That's why they always, when they do that shit, they always gotta let me go and shit. Hey. They always gotta let me go and shit, because they try that little fucking stupid ass crazy narrative, or they can't do it. They cannot keep up with that lie. That's my first situation with the law, with the shadow law. My second situation with the shadow law, because I was in a tent, which my ancestors traveled in, and I'm connected back to my ancestors. Through my DNA. That's Allah told me to be on the move, on the run, when I'm supposed to buy a home in every state or every jurisdiction that I go to. That's a future timeline if I want it. But as of now, my Father said, I understand the trials and tribulations. Thou art poor, but thou art really rich. Because we are children of Allah. We are rich. They just took, like I said, the plunderer just stole Mother's Earth resources and is keeping it from the rightful heirs, the children of Allah. So that's why we here to go through this, and it's for our, like I said, it's for our learning. But that's the only times they was able to apprehend me with this shadow law system. And they can, like I said, they continually follow me around. They hire plainclothes agents to make false reports on me. They do all types of fuck shit behind whose child I am. Behind whose child I am. And it said it in the script. It said, you shall be hated in this world for my name's sake. You shall be hated in this world. And I experience that continually because I haven't been validated by mainstream. I haven't been cloaked in iniquity and sins amongst the people. So the people won't accept me because all I've been partaking in is to become more and more like my Father, more and more righteous, even though that's not even attainable in this fucking flesh that I was given, man. This fucking flesh that I was given is fucking rebellious as shit and wants to do things his own way. And that was ultimately, because it's a spiritual, even if you ever get arrested or apprehended or anything negative happens in the physical, it's always something spiritual that is the root cause of that. And my Father, absolutely, my Father will allow them to come and put me in a physical jail for your spiritual sins. My Father didn't breed a vessel like me to be out here like committing shadow crimes and shit like that, because I'm always thinking like, it ain't even fucking worth it. I don't give a shit. Like, I need the very fucking basics to have motherfucking peace. And that includes the motherfucking sun, a motherfucking chair, a yoga mat, my motherfucking food, my motherfucking drink, my motherfucking music, and the ability to get the fuck around. And that includes my fucking limbs. Cause like, shit, my father said, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. The Lord allowed me to get a mobile home, 29-foot mobile home. And my Father also allowed them to take it from me because I wasn't doing what my Father was telling me to do. My Father said, keep moving. And I had a fear. That shit was haunted. And it was like blood in there and shit. Now, it wasn't a lot and shit. It was like brand spanking new. You could tell it only had like, I think 15,000 something miles on it. It was only one owner, but the shit was haunted. And every time you would drive it, it would just feel like that shit was going to tip over. So I wasn't moving like my Father was telling me. And I was being stagnated, and they took it. That's because the spiritual sins that I committed. I wasn't being obedient to my Father. So anytime my Father give me so much grace and mercy my Father gives me, man, because I be like, I truly am. And I'm not saying that as an affirmation or a declaration, but I'm saying from my past history, the prodigal son was definitely written for me. Because I've been on some shit like, I got it. Father, I figured this shit out. I figured out how to conquer, how to defeat Satan every single fucking time. This nigga try to get me hemmed up all the fucking time, and I come out with my fucking foot on this nigga's fucking neck. It's like, to me, it's like lifting weights. How Satan can never hold me. He can never keep me in the pit. And it almost be on like some Houdini type shit. Because I know, alright, it's an external crisis. An external crisis came up. Alright, I gotta get in this gym. And I'm not talking about no fucking physical gym. I'm talking about, alright, I gotta get in this spiritual gym. This means if it was a negative buildup, a negative accumulation, a buildup of negative energy, it was able to pierce the veil into my physical reality. Oh shit, I got some spiritual sins I got to deal with. How I'm going to deal with that? All right, I'm about to start this. I'm about to start a series of fasting. That's my number one weapon against this bitch, Satan. That's my number one fucking weapon against this hoe. And I know once he do get me into some shit, alright, Father, I've been slacking. I'm committing some type of spiritual sin. It could be as small as not listening to child move. You cannot stay stagnant. Child, move. I don't like moving. I don't like change. I don't like the feeling. So I continually rebel against my father on that, and then my father got to be like, all right, I got to send the hellhounds after you. That's the only way that you're going to be obedient. And then some shit pop off. Last shit that popped off, I had to go visit my child. I only got 3 times a week. I had to go visit my child. They locked my child up in juvenile in a fucking children's home. They locked my they locked my child up while they had me handcuffed to a bench. They took my child. They interviewed my child. When the ops came, can you imagine this? The ops came. My child is asleep. I'm waiting on my child to wake up because we about to go in the public library and do some reading and shit and studying and shit, and I'm waiting for him to wake up. He's in first of all, it don't even get but so cold in Cali. It was raining. So we are in a shelter, and he was in a 0-degree sleep bag. We had food in a tent. I'm already up. I'm waiting for him to wake up. He's knocked the fuck out in the sleeping bag. And the cops come rummaging through my shit. They used the last gang stalking situation where the bot lied on me about sleeping in a Barnes and Nobles when I had a book in my hand and I'm looking down reading this shit. They use that situation to say I'm impersonating somebody because my constitutional right, it says I have the right to proclaim my nationality and go back to my descent name of my forefathers and foremothers, my ancestors. They want so bad to put me back under slavery. I'm not a fucking Smith. That's a fucking slave holder. I'm not a Smith. I got my credentials and everything, put it on the record and everything. I announced it to the public through the county clerk of deeds and registrations. But yet they so bad want to put me back under slavery. When I give them my true name, they want to put this fictitious character. They want to say I'm impersonating somebody because I'm using my true name. Because this U.S. corporation wants to give me a slave name. And, arrest her. Which is really kidnapping. So, I'm sitting there handcuffed to the bench. They interview my child. I had to wake my child up when the officers come in. I had to wake him up. Yo, these ops is out here. Get up now. They got CPS come in. The criminal CPS organization that's guilty under universal law. You bitches are guilty of human trafficking, child exploitation, because you pick What children you want to use for your evil purposes? You put them in these secret black op programs, and you use these children like they use these children as spy kids and shit. When they see an accelerated supernatural child, or they know they do the whole natal charts and shit on these children and stuff, and they'll go in, they have people on payroll. I call them pedophiles on payroll, groomers on payroll. They get these paid people to take them, the children, and then they groom them for specific purposes to work within the U.S. corporation to further their agendas. And these are really gifted and talented children, but it's like a lot of these children were incubated by Satan himself. So Satan will set the parents up and make sure they get taken from their parents, and they end up with a paid pedophile, paid groomer. And they was trying to do that shit with my child, talking about if over a tent, all they said was he was in a tent, and they said it was a foul odor in the tent, and he hadn't eaten in 7 hours. Bitch, when you came in, he was asleep, and he just ate right before he went to sleep. And I had another salad in there when y'all came. So this just tells you what devices Satan used to human traffic these children. Because if they could do that to me, man, yeah. Like I said, my father allowed me to go through this because me being a Lord of Karma, this whole criminal CPS organization is done. It's destroyed now. We're seeing the end of these criminals. We're seeing the end of these organizations. Now, obviously, it's a lag time from the spiritual to the physical, and they have had a long fucking reign on this fucking earth. So, how this shit is going to play out, their physical demise, my father will reveal that. And a lot of them are being, like I said, they're being arrested in the spiritual dimensions, and they're having, so to speak, like new souls, like walking into their vessels. And a lot of these new souls, they're going to end up being the whistleblowers. Why you think they having so many human trafficking cases? Because which was once these evil participants in this, they were already arrested. They were arrested in the other dimensions. They're in spiritual jail. That means they're in the dimensions of hell. Pretty much, that just means, because the body ain't real. The body goes back to dust. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just have to make this shit a fucking podcast, because I cannot stick to a fucking script. But that's when they in the dimensions of hell, paying for every fucking child that they fucking destroyed, every soul that they fucking destroyed. That's what the fuck they doing now. And then another soul come in. That soul becomes the whistleblower. Take a sect down. SECT. They'll take a sect down. And before you know it, the whole organization is going to be physically done away with on this earth. That's how this shit really is working. That's how this shit is really working. Because you wonder, like, what? How's all these criminal busts with all these different organizations? That's because the ones that was doing the evil, they've been arrested, and in the spiritual dimensions, they've been arrested. They are banned from the earth, fucking forever. They're banned from the fucking earth. And then you'll have a walk-in soul that'll come and tell every fucking thing. They find the proof, bam. I really, really, really think that's sort of along like the situation that's going on with Diddy. It's like, for this man to go this long without no real consequences in the shit he been partaking in, it's like all of a sudden this nigga he changed his name to Love, and now he's being taken down. So it was definitely someone close to him that was responsible. Whether it was his own self, because I said it before. What I heard, I don't listen to a lot of shit online, and I don't really partake in the internet like that. I don't have the patience. It's too many people to. I got a destiny to fulfill. I got to work on myself. I can't be engaging in everybody's reality. Like, the only time I am doing it is if it aligns with my frequency. But I happened to hear an interview about, like, he was on an interview talking about after everything that went on and that I did, I just came to realize that everything is love. And he said something about he changed his name to Love, and I'm like, oh shit, it sounds like this dude literally had a spiritual awakening and is now being, so to speak, punished for it. That's what it sounds like. Shit. And they're going to use the people that was closest to him to take him down. He's not going to have that protection anymore, because he's not, like I said, I'm not going to say what he's doing behind closed door. I don't know that. But he has too much motherfucking influence on the masses to be talking about everything is love, because we're in a age of instant streaming, instant downloads, instant uploads. I'm uploading new information from the Earth's Akashic records to my Father in heaven, to my ancestors. I'm downloading information from the higher dimensions, from the invisible world, from the spiritual world, and it's instant. That's why they said in that, it was a Verizon commercial back, maybe a year ago, I heard that shit. He said, oh, you don't need the hotspot. You are the hotspot. Because when you got that inoculation, you became a part of the network, the 5G, 10G. And I said, it's not 5, it's 10G now. They already disclosed that on Market Street in Philadelphia. When I was there a year ago, the huge billboards, the huge electronic billboards on Market Street said introducing 10G. It said introducing 10G. That was disclosure. I thought it was going to go from 5 to 6 to 7 to 8 to 9 to 10. So you jumping from 5 to 10, 5G is already a war frequency. They jump from 5 to 10G. No wonder you got niggas running in places, shooting shit up, acting fucking Looney Tune and shit. Their brain, their body, their cells cannot take the microwave radiation. It's driving them fucking insane. Get ready, man. It's going to come a time where It's going to come a time where you ain't going to want to be around the masses. You're not going to want to be around the collective that's connected to the 5G network, 5G, 10G, whatever it's going to be at that time. That's connected through the technology that was placed in them through the inoculations. Because they're directly connected to 5G. That's why, like, they say the 5D world, fifth dimensional world, that's why it's a split, which, like my prophet Noble Drew Ali said, the actual physical America is going to divide, and with an earthquake, it's going to be a physical split all the way down, because we're in that phase right as we speak, where the world is divided. You have the beings on this earth that they're raising their frequency. They're keeping up with Mother Earth. They're keeping up with the Schumann resonance of Mother Earth. We're in a constant state of evolution and growth and expanding our consciousness. We're doing that with Mother Earth. Mother Earth is assisting us with that. The universe is assisting us with that. But on the flip side, once you agree to take that inoculation, you agree to put a cap on your consciousness, saying that I choose not to ascend in this lifetime. So if you don't ascend, because everything is in emotion, it's either going up or down. It's always moving. It's impossible to stay stagnant in these times. You're either going up or you're going down, ultimately. Because you're going to have so many negative, fear-based situations and simulations. It can do one or two things. It can either bring you up or bring you down. Like, when I go through negative shit, I come out of it. I didn't raise my frequency, my consciousness. Because it puts me in a spiritual gym. I start fasting. I start listening to my ruqyas, my duas, my Quran, the Bible, the basic instructions before leaving Earth. Like, I start immersing myself in my Father's word, and fuck that, my Father's word is everywhere. Like my prophet Noble Drew Ali said, we honor all of the prophets. I am a descendant of Yahawashi. Yahawashi is my bloodline. He's just a prophet. That's a prophet of my father. The 144 hertz in full consciousness. We're not at full consciousness in this timeline. We're on demon time now. So we're able to be sinners. We're really able to be sinners saved by grace. In the timeline of the parallel timeline of Yahawashi, he only came to bring the light. You bring that light here now, your ass gonna be fucking kicked. You won't even make it past a fucking day. And that's how I know when my frequency is turned up and down, when I'm visible and invisible to these shadow beings. When I'm visible, the turn up with these beings, they start getting crazy as fuck, man. They start attacking you out of nowhere. Shit, they start persecuting, lying, and it's just crazy stuff. Down that, like Paul described, like we've been persecuted, we've been beat up, we've been thrown in jail, we've been lied on, we've been faced every trial. Same shit. Our light is not turned up like that, though. Like that, like we're gonna say it back then, but our light is not turned up like that in these timelines because of the timeline. We're right now this timeline is demon time. That means the portals of hell, the portals from the abyss, from the lower dimensions have been opened. There are revenge spirits on this earth now to deliver to deliver the judgment and justice. You have beings that are here for judgment, to face their judgment and everything. Me being the Lord of Karma here, being spotless from birth, just being subjected to sin, being hated since birth. You come across me on some evil shit, I was just the vessel used to enact the judgment you're about to receive. Whether that's cancer, you get cancer, that shit crazy. You getting hit by a fucking Mack truck, you losing all your fucking limbs and being thrown out on the fucking street, being dumped out on the street every time you go to the fucking hospital. You don't have fucking insurance, they dump you back on the fucking street until this fucking chop shop niggas come scoop you up in a van and put you the fuck underground and do all types of wicked shit to you. That shit's going on, man. And niggas that come across me on some fuck shit, they fate is the worst. Bitch, cause I know I ain't do shit for you. I mind my fucking business. I don't even fucking look at you fucking bots. I don't even fucking pay attention to you niggas. So I know you ready for the worst fucking fate of your fucking life. You call the ops on me when that could result in an untimely death or a kidnapping, me losing my child. You want to lie on me? You want to hold my child hostage? You want to hold me hostage? You ready for you are ready for your worst ever after story, bitch. It's gonna be on some Final Destination type shit for your ass. Oh, that collapse, that bridge collapsing in Baltimore ain't nothing compared to what you niggas gonna get for all this fuck shit y'all out here doing. So shit, I know I get to see it in the other dimensions, but I would like to see that shit on Earth, man. I would like to walk by these motherfuckers and see them in a motherfucking wheelchair with no fucking legs and one arm. And then have the other one chopped the fuck off. I'd like to walk by and see that shit, man. I ain't gonna lie. Cause the torment that they fucking did to me and my children, we've been righteous lambs, staying out the way. All I do is my prayers, my meditation, my fasting, my seeking, my out in nature. That's all I've been partaking in year after year after year after year after year. And because Satan does not want the light, doesn't want his fucking minions and entities exorcised off this earth. Now he want to just bring my frequency down, drop my frequency, and we got a monitoring spirit back here. This is what happens. These motherfuckers, he'll send these motherfuckers because they have recording devices in them. They got the fucking nanobots, the fucking nanotechnology, and with the inoculations, they got the fucking recording, the supersonic recording shit in them. Real fucking evil, bitch. Fuck off. But they just wanna attention is energy. Whomever looks in your direction, they direct their energy towards you. And these dirty motherfuckers can't help. They cannot fucking help but to put their fucking energy, aka their attention, in my direction. Because they work for Satan by default. And half of the time, they don't even know that they work for Satan. But they work for Satan by default. Worse than swine. Worse than a pig is what's in their energy field. They have to make sure to make eye contact with you. They have to make sure to stop and stand by you because they're trying to pick up any type of information. They're trying to pick up any type of information and energy to get it back to their father, Satan. Because Satan will... Listen, if Google Satellite can literally see in your motherfucking car, they have the technology. They can build these drones and all this shit and remote control cars and shit like that. They are moving these empty seaters around as well from these satellites. They watch. They can see our light quotient. This is military technology. They can see our light quotient from these satellites in the skies and shit. And they'll move their empty vessels. They'll move them near you so it can get, because they come into your energy field, especially if you do something like lock eyes with the motherfuckers. I'm looking at these motherfuckers because I'm like, yo, this. Oh, bitch, you would have been, bitch, if you really know what's finna happen to you now, you would have took your fucking funky ass on the other fucking side of the fucking street, and you would have fucking walked in front of the car rather than come fucking near me, bitch, because now your ass gonna get fucking burned up. Just like a moth to a flame. Now your stinking dirty ass, energetically, physically too, you gonna get burnt the fuck up now. Stupid. You would have never locked eyes with me. Oh, because when I transmute this energy and it goes back to your vessel, it's going to go back for your demise. It's going to go back for your destruction. So you on your final days of earth, once you cross in my energy field and trying to do that little energy fucking exchange, bitch. Trying to feed my energy, my information back to your father, Satan, and his fucking minions. Alright, stupid. Alright, stupid. These niggas are dumb. That's why I said these niggas are fucking brainless, spineless jellyfish. That's all the fuck they are. They'll sting you with their negative energy. They come near you, man. It's like, again, if you had spotless white pants on and this dirty ass nigga comes in your energy field. Purposely too. They do that shit purposely. And I see them time and time again. I feel the innocent from the wicked. I have that ability. I can feel wicked energy in my energy field. So I know when they doing that shit to be a fucking spy bot, Unabomber. Because that's how the negative extraterrestrials, they have technology. They can set off directed energy weapons through their fucking vessels. Because they're filled with so much hate. If you live a life of poverty, and even if I lived a life full of poverty, I'm going to be full of hate. They lived a life full of poverty. We don't know. Listen, this is the season that I'm in. It's temporary. It's for my training. It's for my learning. It's to build specific virtues that my father said I have to have for him to be able to trust me with any type of inheritance that he has for me. They don't have the same faith. They don't have the ancestral backing. I have my ancestors backing me because I was able to, through the grace of Allah, I healed the curse on my bloodline through years and years of fasting. I'm talking about longest fast being 25 days. I did that a couple times and did numerous other fucking fasts and shit like that. I was able to heal, to transmute the negative information stored in my DNA, which is connected directly to my ancestors. What the fuck you looking at, bitch? Oh, you looking at your fucking American Horror Story? Fine. You got it, man. every time, like I said, man, energy does not lie. Energy does not lie. I know when someone got the evil eye, the evil energy for me, they purposely fucking look right in my direction to transmit the fucking evil eye. If I had my Cane Corso, I would literally let this nigga off the leash to fucking take an arm off. I really would, but I can't do that shit now. So all I'm gonna tell you, because your real self hears it, your real fucking self hears what the fuck I'm saying, right? Alright, exactly. Fuck you, bitch. Your real self hears what the fuck I'm saying. Ain't no separation. You are looking at your fucking American Horror Story. How your fate is gonna fucking end. You wanted to get a peek into your Akashic records? Alright, look at me, bitch. Because I'm nothing but a reflection of the universal truth. And your universal truth, like I said, you would have came with a smile, with a greeting, and it wouldn't have been evil, because some people smile and behind it is evil energy. How are you today? God bless, whatever. But you want to keep coming back and forth with fucking evil eye to make me feel uncomfortable, because I'm an empath. And on top of that, I'm a female vessel, so I receive all cosmic information, which is energy. Energy is information. I receive in my vessel cosmic information. So when it's negative cosmic information, I feel that. So you want to come back 2 times, bitch? The bitch on the fucking scooter? You want to come back 2 times just to make me feel uncomfortable? All right, you looking at your fucking American Horror Story, bitch. Get the fuck on. Stupid. And Satan sends these people all the fucking time for me. Looking through these satellites, his minions looking through these satellites. These are negative, these are powers and principalities in the higher dimensions. They're above. They use these satellites, the cameras everywhere, to view the vessels of righteousness. All they got to do is remote control these vessels, these empty vessels, over. They can direct their evil intents and evil energy toward right at you. And these niggas do it all the fucking time with me. Like I said, to the point, I know in the future timelines what it's hitting for. You're going to need physical protection. I know our spiritual, our weapons are not carnal. I know my father says that. Our weapons are not carnal. Our weapons are spiritual. But they're going to raise the negative radiation so high that these motherfuckers, the zombie apocalypse. They're not going to be able to control their rage. 5G on up. It's a war frequency. War frequency. They used 5G to disable the enemy. Obviously, we their enemy. You got 99% of people in poverty. Obviously, we are their enemy. So it's going. The timeline's coming. You're not gonna be able to pray these motherfuckers away. You're gonna have to have physical protection. I'm talking about what I already know. Like I said, I plan on being exited from this place. I'm talking about these networks, the 5G, 10G, 20G, who knows what the fuck they going up to. I plan on being out of these networks by then, but I'm saying when I have to come in and out, because we're gonna have people that we gotta rescue out of this bitch. They gonna be waiting for us, cause they gonna be getting attacked on every level. When Jacob's trouble comes, and you're gonna have righteous ones that they have not conquered their demons. They never practice fasting. They never practice prayer. They never practice facing themselves, facing their demons. They always ran from challenges. They stayed in that marriage even though for 20 plus years, even though they was sad and unhappy. They never, it is countless. They stayed with that abuser. So they never face their demons, and they're going to have to face them during the Great Tribulation. They're not going to be able to run or hide from their demons. They'll even come out. I had a fucking rock dweller vertical climb. I was at the top of Nevada. Could see all the casinos and shit from this elevation point. Had this motherfucking rock dweller climb vertical up. When he got up off over the cliff, he would know he was walking just like a fucking zombie, with the limp and the hunch and everything. I said, this is some sci-fi ass shit. There's no way he would have been able to climb a vertical climb up these fucking rocks. I was overlooking the whole fucking Vegas. So that's what's going to happen to whomever did not purge their demons. And all of us subjected to this place have been infected with trauma, fear-based programming, lack, limitation, poverty, a lot of child abuse, a lot of sexual sins, rejection, abandonment. The Asiatic nation has one of the highest rates of father abandonment. That leaves a mark on you for your whole fucking life, abandonment and rejection. And most of us haven't faced these demons, which they're going to have to during the Great Tribulation, during Jacob's trouble. It's going to be nowhere, and I'm a witness to this, that it's going to be nowhere for them to run or hide, because I'm coming out of that simulation. The way they have the infrastructure of North America, so-called America, it's literally no fucking where to hide. They did this shit strategically. I be in motherfucking parks and fucking wilderness, and motherfuckers just come out the fucking woodworks. It's gonna be their demons, because it's just an external manifestation of from within. Their demons are going to follow them and find them. They're going to need to be saved. They're going to need a savior. That's why my father had us, the 144 Hertz. The leaders had us go through the shit for the past decade. We've been slaying our demons. We've been fighting our demons. And like I said, the chief way that I fight, that I slay my own demons, like what my father said in the script, some demons can only be exorcised through prayer, not just prayer. It also said fasting. Some demons are so huge. There's such an evil force in your consciousness field, even if they come up or not. Some are so huge that you can only get rid of them through fasting. And most of our people do not fast. We just indulge and we hide and we cover up and all that. We mask and shit. You got a lot of people that they deal with sexual exploitation and like molestation. Thank Allah, I haven't had like no wild ass shit with that, but I already know that they a lot of times they mask that through being like promiscuous and shit. Some people choose to deal with their demons through addiction, and I deal with that shit. That's a demon I'm working on fighting now. It's addiction, which this is the thing, yo. This shit is so intricate, so multi-dimensional. You can only certain demons, they hide in your energy field. They can only be revealed under certain circumstances. Only when you're in the fiery furnace of Allah are certain demons revealed in you. I never knew that I had issues with addiction. I never dealt with that because I've always been so self-controlled. I've always been so strategic. I've always been so disciplined. I'm talking about went through driving school, got my CDL. I got that shit just so I wouldn't have a boss, just so I would be able to do these wild ass detoxes. to purify my vessel. That was the reason. Because I would be on my truck taking oxy powder, fasting and doing oxy powder, castor oil, cleansing the whole 36 feet of my colon, of my intestinal tract. Not just enema. Enema only gets like a fraction of your colon. I would do the whole 36 feet on my colon through various practices and fasting and doing that. And when I was on my truck, I had the dream. The ancestors showed me the future timelines of the zombie apocalypse. That it not on the shit that they say in the movies, but when negative radiation kills all your cells, and then you have biological warfare thrown into it, you're going to create these motherfucking monsters out here. These motherfucking monsters, they're going to be spinning their fucking head, climbing up fucking walls. The same way we're going to go up in frequency and be able to do the supernatural things, the same thing. These empty vessels that are filled with the demons from the abyss that have been let here through the portals of hell, through these mad scientists open up these portals from hell, yo, they gonna be able to do some wild ass shit. You gonna be like, yo, I seen that on Pandora's Box, or I seen that on whatever movie. I seen that on The Walking Dead and shit. That's why these shows and movies and shit, this is disclosure. They showing you what the fucking future timelines is holding for y'all. That's still up in this shit. So I'm in the process now of coming out of this world, man, because I don't want to be here for that shit. I don't want to be immersed in that shit. I dealt with enough trauma. Y'all niggas gonna fucking lose it when y'all see these niggas heads spinning and shit. But like I said, this is Satan's time to cause even more havoc upon this earth, because it's judgment time. These are souls here that are here for judgment time, and you also have souls like myself that are here to physically enact their negative karma. So again, this video was supposed to be about the intent of this channel, and that shit ain't work out again. So I'm gonna have to just restructure shit, figure out what angle and what my father really wants me to do. But like I said, I don't even like. I told my father the words and deeds that I didn't want no parts of this world. I've done everything to separate myself from this world and disengage from this world. Disengaging from friends from the past to ending up on a solitary path of coming back home, getting closer to my father in frequency and consciousness. Dirty ass. Instant you motherfuckers walk past me, I feel a dip in my fucking energy. Give me my shit back, bitch, and take your shit with you. So I said, me being born under 7 vibration, which was, it's changed as my consciousness had changed, but being born into a number 7 life path, souls like me, they would take, immediately we would be taken out of society. We were the priests and we were the high priests, priestesses, we were the priests, Levites, we just had a life dedicated to the Creator. That's all we did. That's all we did. We lived life of monks, nuns, priests, set aside and consecrated. That's my energetic nature. That's where my peace is. That's where my happiness is. That's what I love to do. And my father said, that's not you gonna do that to get back home, but I need you to go in the shadows. All right, you transcended to a certain degree. I need you to go in the shadows. I got children, they won't never see the light of day, the light of truth. If it's not for vessels like yourself that are working in the shadows. Look, I'm out on the street now on assignment by my father. I was always a spoiled, comfortable suburban kid. That was my life. Looking back, easy ass life. I mean, I had my struggles with not having a father and a poor single mother, but nonetheless, I still lived in a very peaceful suburban countryside, and I never really had no fuck shit going on. My mom was a hard worker and shit, so I was very fortunate. I didn't have a bunch of men around me and like doing fuck shit and stuff. I turned to dysfunction at a certain age through Satan. Satan introduced his number one employee, my number one persecutor, to me in the form of a husband, ex now, but that was the one that was sent to destroy me. He's a terminator as well. Why my fucking wrist hurt? That's where my dysfunction began in life. Staying stuck in cycles, thinking you forgiving somebody. Forgiveness just means you ain't holding on to the fear-based energy, whether it's anger, resentment, unforgiveness, whatever. That don't mean you gotta stay around a person and keep accepting them. I thought that's what forgiveness was. All right, the person says sorry, and I love the person, so let me stay around them. No, just narcissists don't even have the ability to change. So that's where the fuck shit really began. Satan was able to have a whole stronghold on, and that was through the permission of my father, because I had to get to this point. I came in, I was here on a yo, that car is decent right here. Like, I love shit like this. But I had to have my whole foundation dismantled and destroyed, because from the age of 0 to 7, that's your default programming. That's what the cycles you keep repeating. It's basically karma, cause and effect. You keep taking these certain actions because of a way that you think. The way that you think was formed from the age of 0 to 7 by default. Keep repeating these cycles until you break that cycle, breaking the generational curses. I had to do. So my whole foundation had to be destroyed from this destroyer being that was introduced to me via Satan. So that was the beginning of the end of everything that I was comfortable with and knew. So my father has me now, which I never, I always had a car. It didn't matter, man. I always came up on a car. I had a home. I always had a place to stay, and this is not me like being out in these streets. But I don't have a choice because my father has me on assignment, because my father has an inheritance for me, and for me to be able to manage this and also help others, I have to have a certain level of dumbass niggas, man, loud ass shit. I have to have a certain amount of wisdom, aka experience, in the darkness. That's how all of these virtues. Suffering produces patience. Suffering produces patience. And that's how these virtues and qualities that are of my father are being developed in me through the fiery furnace of Allah, these trials and tribulations. I'm a antisocial, isolated individual. I don't speak to nobody. I don't deal with nobody except for a few people. That's it. I don't even fuck with my blood family. I dropped them a long fucking time ago because they was not in alignment with where I consciously had to go. They was working for Satan. And my true self, my true nature, I'm a solitary creature. All I do is praise and worship the Father in heaven. That's my only job. That is my job. So I still came here dedicated to the Father in heaven. So now, like I said, I gotta be on these streets for this season in the wilderness. And the shit I'm experiencing out here and seeing, humanity, y'all fucked. Shit. I'm saying, if you ain't gonna have no savior during these coming timelines, Lord, I'm grateful to my Father in heaven for putting me through this before everybody goes through the great tribulation, Jacob's trouble. I have a hard enough time finding a fucking electrical charger to keep my appliances and shit charged to be able to maneuver through this place. I have a hard enough time finding somewhere to charge my shit. When they put the whole collective in a great tribulation, you're not going to want to be a part of that group. You ain't going to want to be a part of that. It's going to be survival. It's really going to be survival of the fittest at this time. I can maneuver through places, and I'm one of the few. It's like I said, the so-called homeless people out here, they either like super homeless and destitute. People don't, like I said, they make their speculations, but they can't really sell what I'm doing. So I can get away with a lot of shit out here that homeless people, they can't get away with that shit that I be doing. They can't go in some of the places I can still go to, because I still have a frequency of abundance. I'm connected to my Father in heaven. The only thing that be giving me up is because I be having my fucking carts and shit. I be having mad shit with me, and that's because like I need my shit, like my alcohol. I need my essential oils. I need my cleaning shit. I need my electronics and shit. Like, it's shit. If I had the car, I would be able to put my shit there. Nobody fucking know I'm fucking assigned to the streets. Assigned to these streets. Nobody would fucking be able to tell. But I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm gonna have my shit that's gonna keep my frequency. It's gonna keep my frequency at a stable, high enough rate. I need alcohol to fight, to disintegrate the nanotechnology, the directed energy weapons and attacks. I need my electronics to transmit certain frequencies through my appliances that counteract The L frequencies being ran through the networks, through the matrix. Extremely low frequencies. They're broadcasting for mind control purposes. So I need my appliances, my electrical appliances, my phones and shit, to be able to charge, to be able to counteract with the frequencies that was given to me by the positive polarity. I got beings, multi-dimensional beings, contact me. They'll expose a frequency to me. All right, use this when the gangs, the officers, they always come to me in like 3, 4, and 5s on one little 5'3", 100-pound fucking female vessel. And you got these gangs, these are criminal organizations. These police officers, these peace officers, they were fucking sworn in as peace officers, acting as police officers. I'm from a foreign said government, and you're placing me under your jurisdiction. You're a criminal, and you shall be brought. My father is avenging me speedily against you fucking criminals coming up to me in gangs, so you can direct energy attack me, so you can shoot your nanotechnology into me for mind control purposes, to get me to do fuck shit. And to have these are entities on steroids. These are entities mixed with heavy metals, microorganisms, and frequencies. A lot of entities from the abyss hooked up with technology, and they shoot them into your energy field, where they'll blast your energy body. They'll blow your energy body up. Like I said, when they send these empty vessels, they'll blow your energy body up, and then they'll shoot the nanotechnology in you. It has the ability to involuntarily move your body and everything. So I got beings, like I said, so grateful for the Arcturians, because they exposed me to these frequencies that combat their L frequencies. And the directed energy weapons, they give me these frequencies. They show me these frequencies, reveal them to me, of what to use, certain crystals and shit like that. I don't think I would have made this journey if they wouldn't have revealed Dr. Virtual 7 to me. I probably would have been fucking dead the way that they attacked my vessel if they wouldn't have exposed, revealed the Dr. Virtual 7 to me. I don't know where that being comes from, but he comes from a higher dimension. And I thank my Father Allah for his works. I'll tell you that much. But again, I'm not even really using crystals and stuff like that really for protection now. It's more so about the frequencies. Everything is frequency. And now I'm at such a pure vibration that nothing's really touching me. Nothing is really even touching me. These ops can't even use that fucking technology against me. They didn't attack me so much with negative radiation that I become a mutant in a sense, where I become immune to that shit. And it's by design. It's like any other organism that can build immunity towards any type of threat. I've been attacked so much that I've built up extensive immunities to this shit, where they can't touch me with their low frequencies no more. And that's the state that I want to assist other beings, what they call the elect. and some chosen from birth. Because, like I said, Jonah. Jonah didn't have no choice. Jonah kept. I'm also Jonah. Jonah was running and running and running and running and running. And Father's like, nah, you're not getting away, man. I will swallow your ass up with that fucking well. And sure enough did that. And he didn't have no choice in that matter. Because that's how the Father be with me. I'll be running and running and running and running. And Father will always get me backed into a corner. And I'll have to surrender. I'm like, all right, Father, I surrender. What you want me to do? What I gotta do? I'm sort of at that point now where I've been getting my ass kicked so much. I'm like, all right, Father, man. I know I'm sinning. I'm going off, but that's because of fear. And my Father knows it's because of fear, because of how much opposition I face down here, man. I'm Satan's #1 fucking target, and I'm still underground. That's how huge the resistance is, because he does not want me to go into mainstream. He don't want me to go and my light be visible to others. So this nigga's doing everything to keep me underground, because it's too much light quotient that I carry from my Father. It's too threatening. The way that I maneuver this system, if everybody did what I did, everybody would be free. If everybody did the things that I do, everybody would be free. You would never have to go to a job that you hate, because you would just refuse to do it. You would find your happiness and your peace in the simple things in life, like nature, like prayer, like meditation, like every good thing that there is to do that they do in their pastime, they would be doing that more on a regular basis. That's just more my consciousness that I'm not going to do things that make me unhappy. I'm not going to be with people that make me unhappy. I'm not going to be in places that make me unhappy, make me unfulfilled. And I'm constantly in my pursuit of happiness. And we know Satan does not want that. Satan don't want nobody to be happy. Satan's only job is to still kill and destroy. Seek to and fro whom he may devour. That's how Satan eats. That's how Satan prospers and thrives and all that shit. So you gotta know they don't want me around this bitch. They don't want me around none of they fucking vessels, man. Because consciousness is spread. And one energy field going into the next energy field, it's a transference, a transmission of energy. That's why I'm being chased out of every fucking where I go. I'm fucking chased out of, I'm lied on, I'm kicked out, I'm told I'm trespassing, I'm told this is private property, I can't be here. You're a fucking liar, Satan. Listen, bitch. We are officially in a new fucking age, man. Truth is the truth. The divine order of things. The indigenous people, my ancestors was given this fucking land. Why you got private property signs up everywhere? Why you got trespassing signs up? You're the only fucking trespasser, bitch. This earth was, bitch, this motherfucking earth was given to you but for a time, and you know that fucking time is up, bitch. So let my people go. Let my people go. Let my land go. Let my earth go. You and all your fucking children. You and all your fucking minions. Your time is fucking up, and you fucking know that, bitch. And the ones that's in this power seat, the new ones, the ancient ones that's in the power seat to rule the earth and reestablish the divine order back on the earth through our frequency and physically. You want us. You doing everything you can to stop us. Because if you can keep us locked into a low frequency through these people, places, and things, that we will not be in our pursuit of happiness. We will not be able to bring our heaven to earth and establish the kingdom of heaven on earth. One being of light. A little light can light up a whole room. A little light can provide light in a room, right? So Satan don't want light on this earth. Satan don't want light hearts on this earth. Satan, his whole job is to keep you bogged down in trauma and turmoil, because that's a transfer of energy. He's stealing your positive energy. When he's keeping you down, he's stealing your positive energy. That's the life force for him to live. And that's the agenda. That's the goal. So, man, fuck you. Fuck you, Satan. The chief persecutor of the saints. You are annoying. Like I said, you're an annoying motherfucker. Man, you don't fucking stop with this bullshit. So, like I said, man, I deal with Satan directly. It's like that fucking movie. It's really like the movie Falling with Denzel. I know when Satan is interacting with me through another vessel. I see it and I feel it. So, and that's what he's doing. That's what Satan gang stalks me. Satan is literally obsessed to the point where him using my ex-persecutors vessel, I had to get a restraining order on this bitch after like over 10 reports I had to make to my fucking enemy to get this nigga off of me. This nigga would follow me around. This nigga would physically attack me. This nigga would steal my shit, steal my phones, like on some jealous rage ass type shit. That was literally Satan using his vessel, using my ex's vessel, do the wildest shit to me. But this is what Satan does. Gang stalks me through human vessels. So I'm gonna end that shit there, man. I'm gonna end that shit. Just say that this channel is about whatever my Father wants me to talk about in the moment. I'm sure it will have an effect on your consciousness and your ability to navigate this matrix and hopefully come out alive. And I'm not talking about in the physical sense. I'm talking about alive, able to live in your peace and your happiness and your love and your truth and your peace and your freedom and your justice on earth. That's my intent. That's the Father's intent. And to condemn you fucking evil ass bots. Listen, I'm on the airwaves now. This is the domain of Satan. This is why I never fuck with the internet. Because this is the domain of Satan. The airwaves. See, he always got to do the artificial shit, the artificial intelligence. This is his way to stream information, get information out to the masses, indoctrinate people. It can be used for good and bad, right? But this is Satan's domain. He doesn't have access to the higher dimensions. We stream directly from the universal consciousness. Satan doesn't have that ability. That's why he has to use all this fucking artificial intelligence. Because he's artificial. So that's why I've never been on the internet. Because I know what this shit is. But like I said, my father gave me an assignment, told me I had to do this shit, and I was fighting my father, and my father ready to unleash the hellhounds on me because I'm not doing what he's telling me to do. Because I just don't fucking like dealing with lower self. I did so much extensive work to purge it within myself, and it's still a work in progress. It takes a lot of patience to deal with other people's demons. The patience I don't necessarily have at this point that I'm cultivating. It's being cultivated within me. I I don't like that shit, man. I just be ready to go from 0 to 60 on niggas. That's why I stay out the way. That's why I really stay out the way. Even online, like, I know it's gonna be so many fuck niggas that can say whatever the fuck they want. And you can't even find these niggas. But you're gonna find out. I am gonna be able to find out exactly who you are, bitch. Bringing this shit over here. Because I am the all-seeing eye. And I will find you through these airwaves. I will find you through the spiritual realms. And fuck you up there. And I will bring on the demise, the destruction of your physical reality in every area of your life and everything that you love and care deeply about. You will not escape this wrath, bitch. So, like I said, I don't like getting to that point. I have a Libra moon. So, you know, Libra is all about peace and just cordialness. We just like to be in our happy spaces, our happy places, our positivity, our fairness, justice, equality. Like, I don't like having it. I don't like for my 3 planets in Aries to have to war their ugly fucking heads. I don't enjoy that shit. That put my blood pressure up, man. It just disturbs my day when I gotta fuck niggas up in the spiritual realm. I don't like having to do that shit. And I know me getting on this internet, I'm gonna have a lot of fucking battles to fucking fight. I'm gonna have a lot of fucking demons to fucking slay. And I've been being prepared for that, but that's why I've been running from the assignment. And I know me being on assignment out in these streets is divine, because you know how many demons I come up across every day that want to fight me and want to do fuck shit to me, lie on me, attack me physically. I just had this nigga, I got my lucky, I got my Lucky Brand pillow. It's like one of them neck pillows, airplane, but when I'm on public transportation, that's what I sit on. I don't, you know, being an empath, picking up all that energy from people's stinking, nasty fucking asses and shit. I don't fuck with that shit. So I sit on my pillow. I get up for 1 fucking second. This fucking big ass fucking black nigga wanna come sit right across from me doing this weird ass shit in my energy field. I get up literally to look, to stop. Because the door is open, see what stop. You know, this nigga gets up, grabs in the seat, in my seat, grabs my fucking pillow, and is about to walk right off the train. You should have, I was like a motherfucking chihuahua. Like, I moved so quick and snatched that shit out his fucking, I said, what the fuck you doing? That's my shit. Big ass 6'3", big ass nigga too. He just literally tried to walk off of my shit. He saw me literally sitting there the whole time because he's sitting right across from me. He tried to do some sneak fuck shit and just walk off the train with my pillow. And that, I put spells on that pillow. I put intention. So he transferred his evil energy onto my shit. And now his days are numbered. So it's his last fucking time on this motherfucking earth. His motherfucking days are fucking numbered. You do some shit like that, some fuck shit like that. I'm gonna speak it into existence. And not just speaking into existence. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you in the spiritual realm. Arrest, capture, contain, detain, fuck your whole shit up. And boom, you're destroyed in the physical after that. Somebody might come up to you and give you here. Yo, I got something for you, man. It's free. You get this free drug. Nah, you ain't got to pay shit for it. And then it'd be some fentanyl. And this nigga meet his demise because of that fuck shit he tried to do, stealing my shit. You know how many people done stole my shit? It's probably not even alive now. Because karma done caught up to him and got their ass on out of this dimension. So like I said, That's why Allah got me out here to strengthen my abilities, my muscles, and I'm constantly fighting demons out on these streets. Out on these streets, all types. On the night, noon, night, and morning. Because that's morning. That's definitely morning to be out on the street at 2, 3, and 4, and 5 a.m. when you don't have a bed to sleep in. That's morning, man. That's unrest. So, I gotta go through training as a soldier of Allah in the army of Allah. I have to go through this training. I can't be comfortable in a comfortable false reality. I can't do it. Cause what's coming in, oh good, I am done. What's coming on the horizon, the future timelines, it's gonna be all out fucking war. It's gonna be all out fucking war. And if you ain't strong enough, you ain't gonna survive. I don't intend on being in the streets during those times, but I'm gonna have to be in and out because it's gonna be people that I have to. We was given a job as first responders. We are the ground troops working for the positive polarity, the all. So we're ground troops. We are going to have to literally go into these places. These places is going to be an external war. I'm talking about on this land. We're going to have to go in and we're going to have vessels that we're going to have to save. I'm talking about from the animal kingdom, babies and children that's going to be left behind, that's going to be subjected to all types of evil. We're going to have to go in and we're going to have to save, and we're going to have to save them. Now, we can't save everybody, but it's Father's children that's out here lost. Father's children are out here lost. They don't have no hope now, and they're going to need a savior. So Father will be having beings like me that's already been through the training and shit. Father going to have us in and out of this matrix. Now, during that timeline, I'm having my bulletproof vehicles. And I'm gonna be walking around with some Cane Corso type animals. I'm gonna have pet leopards that I have on leashes. Any motherfucker get out of line, I'm unleashing my fucking beast, and they gonna have walking souls in them. They're not gonna be your average, ordinary, typical leopard or Cane Corso domesticated. They are gonna have my protection, my hellhounds that I have in the other dimensions. They're crossing over, and they're gonna come in these vessels, in these animal vessels. So when we gotta go out on these streets, ain't nobody gonna fuck with us. Cause I'm not just gonna have dogs. I'm talking about it's gonna be actual leopards and shit. That's on chains, on leashes, and bobbing through. Gonna have people running the fuck out of the way or getting devoured and bitten the fuck up, getting limbs removed and shit. I already know that's how it's gonna have to be doing this job that we're gonna have to do. I'm talking about the ground troops, the first responders, the ones that Allah has in the fire for the purposes of we're gonna have to go into the fire to get our brethren out and to get our brethren to safety. Some of our brethren aren't gonna make it. They're gonna have to, like they said at rapture, they're gonna have to transcend. They just gonna have to leave their body. But we are gonna have brethren that we're gonna have to snatch out of the fire. Because look, you already see it now. Satan is scrubbing the truth, universal truth. Satan is scrubbing everywhere off the internet. So you have beings that's literally just starting to wake up now. They're not even going to be able to find the real truth that can free them, because it's being scrubbed from the internet. So that's why it's you got beings in the shadow. That's why you got beings like, for example, you have beings like Kevin Gates. I'm trying to think of the other one that really stand out. Just promoting the agenda of the Father in heaven, Allah. But they do it in the shadows. He's rapping, and you gonna have Allah is sending His vessels in every type of wicked industry for the purposes of being able to transmit the 144 hertz to His lost children out there, because they're not going to be able to find the truth, especially going forward. Truth is getting scrubbed, and that's because this is an instant. We're in the fifth dimension, so it's an instant. You're streaming information from everywhere. You're streaming information from 5G, 10G. You're streaming information from the higher dimensions, whatever you're able to grasp consciously. So it can't be too easy. It can't. This is instant shit. You could be freed instantly during these times. You think they're gonna just allow that shit? Absolutely not. So it gotta be, they on some shit. Truth hidden in plain sight. But it's not even going forward. It's not even going to be in plain sight. That's the scary thing for a lot of beings that's deciding to wake up in the last days, the latter times. They're not going to have access to the truth, which truth sets you free. But they're not going to even have access to the truth. So the only way they're going to be able to be freed is through a vessel that had already been through that was appointed by Allah to save them from the fire, the dimensions of hell. That's going to be their only fucking hope is beings like Kevin Gates, and who's another one that and L.E. Chopper. I don't know, the guy that exposed that we was all Hebrews, and what part of that was staged, I'm not sure, but he still exposed that we were Hebrews. Right? So you're going to have beings that's strategically, specifically placed into these wicked industries just to transmit the frequency of Allah, the 144 hertz frequency, because everything is frequency. Everything is frequency. So our frequency, these beings that's being placed by Allah, it's able to infiltrate the consciousness of another vessel through the ear gates. That's a portal. Through the eye gates. That's a portal. Through the energy field. And then it can bring about the change and the transformation that they're going to need to undergo to be free. So that's really it. I ain't really got nothing else. Look. What's that? The fucking Men in Black. And Satan always doing that shit, man. You hear me turning up, and he want to send motherfuckers, like I said. He fucking swine rocks. Now he got the fucking Men in Black coming over here to see what the fuck I'm talking about. Fuck you, bitch. You going to hell. You better move the fuck on. I'm telling you, you be best to get the fuck away from me. Ain't no buses over here. That's why I stood over here. Ain't no fucking buses coming anywhere over here. Why you come this close? It just shows me that you ready for your judgment time on this earth. You ready for it, motherfucker. So, on that note, I gotta go and figure out. I mean, it's gonna be revealed more and more what my Father wants me to do as far as like I don't know, because in my mind, I'm like, the shit I'm talking about, I already know the wickedness and the powers and principalities, the rulers in high places. They not letting this shit that I'm saying, they not letting this shit get to the internet. Like I said, the only thing that I would say about that, lest it be through Allah. Like, lest it be through Allah overriding that shit or something. That's the only way a nigga's gonna hear what the fuck I'm saying. For real, because this shit will radically transform your whole consciousness. You'll be a whole nother fucking person in a few months listening to this shit I'm talking. So I know they ain't letting this shit get out there. But like I said, my father said in the script, the basic instructions before leaving Earth, my father said, preach to the winds. My father know ain't nobody gonna be fucking listening to the fucking truth out here. Niggas are fucking wicked. My father already knew that, but my father said, lest they blood be on your hand, preach to the wind. So that's all I'm doing right now. That's it, man. Whatever my father chooses to do and do with my vessel, that's what my father chooses to do. I don't know. This shit might change. This shit might transform, change. Like I said, I was trying to just stick to a particular thing on this channel, but it doesn't look like it's going to be that, because every time that I go to do a video, it's more shit that just comes out. It goes from one topic to the next. So again, I might have to change this to like some type of I guess like podcast or something where it's just open-ended. I just talk. I could do other shit too. I do Reiki healings. I do a universal sign language, they are energetic downloads to straight to the consciousness. The universe doesn't speak English. I said it before, the universe does not speak English. The universe speaks in signs and symbols. So I speak universal sign language. That's given to me, and I speak foreign extraterrestrial and tribal language that it was unlocked when my DNA was activated and unlocked. It was just a spiritual gift given to me from my ancestors. Never learned any language as a child. Youth never grew up. No, it was given to me by my ancestors. It was unlocked within me. So I don't, like I said, look at this bitch. You niggas are so fucking annoying. I'm telling you, man. If I could, man, I'd pull out my, what was that shit called? Yeah, right. You know you fuck, stupid. Want to come looking, directing your energy towards me looking back. You want to look back, direct your energy right towards me, right? Not knowing that shit's about to hit you divine times fold, stupid. Just keep it moving. Keep looking ahead. Keep looking forward. Keep moving. You don't want to look back at your American Horror Story. And you niggas will never learn that because you just empty vessels and you just used by your father, Satan. That's all. Satan does not care about you niggas. Satan wants you niggas to get destroyed. If Satan could just get a glimpse of you, interaction with my fucking energy, because my energy field is definitely, like, he's in my energy field right now, bitch. He's in my fucking energy field right now. And it's intentional, like I said. It's Satan. Like I said, it's probably the fucking men in black. They don't like what I'm transmitting. Everything is a energy transmission. They don't like what I'm transmitting right now. Stupid ass niggas, man. If I could, I'd take my fucking, what's that shit? And I fucking vaporize your fucking ass. Good, get the fuck on, nigga. I'll fucking vaporize your ass. I'm gonna turn right to fucking dust. You and them fucking dreads, nigga. They ain't helping your ass be not a particle more spiritual. It ain't helping your ass, nigga. Making you more fucking evil.